It's disgusting. It's disgusting. First of all, I don't know how Rick feels like he has the right to call the police on anybody when he's actively breaking the law, like constantly. That's the thing I don't understand. Like, is he that like insane that he doesn't understand that he's the one that is breaking the law? And Rick doesn't understand that he's the one that is doing this shit. No one cares about him. No one mentions him, and nobody goes into his real life. Like, all he has to do is go away. Oh, you hurt my feelings on the internet. I'm going to dox you. Oh, you hurt my feelings on the internet. I'm going to go and do this. Oh, you hurt my feelings on the internet. I'm going to do that. Oh, you said something about me. I'm going to harass your family. Oh, you said something about me. Even, oh, you kicked me from a Discord. I'm going to fucking lie to the police about you. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. But that's bullshit, Grappler, because I don't agree with what Q did. And at the same time, Q didn't do what Rick did. Q and Amber have done equal shit to each other, right? I'm not going real life on anyone, bro. I'm not doing that shit. Now, I did show his crack shack, but the crack shack is Google. You could look it up on Google, bro. I'm not going and contacting people in his family. I'm not doing the shit that Rick is doing, bro. I have begged for him to leave me alone. You know what he said? You know what he said? He said that my apology wasn't good enough. And that's why he's continuing. Because he acknowledges that I apologized. This shit has been going on with Rick since last September. Last September this has been going on. Yeah. So I don't know if you know what's been going on, Grappler, but he harassed my sister. And he doxed my mom and my sister. So when he doxed my mom and my sister, I showed his house. I was wrong for doing it. Again, but I got angry, and it's like months and months and months and months of just fucking not retaliating, not reacting, not doing anything to this fucking retard. And it never ends, bro. So yeah, I got angry and I did something that I shouldn't have did. What I did was wrong. It was not illegal. What I did wasn't illegal. What he's doing is illegal. Yeah, the tit for tat shit is not okay either, bro. I just got I got to a point of frustration. But even then, bro, I never went as far as Rick went. Ever. No, I'm wrong, bro. I said I'm wrong. I'm wrong for showing his address, for showing his house. Like, I'm wrong for that. I shouldn't have done that. I'm wrong. But it's like, it's perpetual. It's nonstop. Like, he's threatening my sister's a nurse, and he's threatening to try to get my sister's RN taken away. And then he said he's going to get my sister's job taken away. Like, he's fucking with my little sister, and my little sister has nothing to do with this YouTube stuff. Fucking with my dad has nothing to do with this. Fucking with my mom has nothing to do with this. They constantly hit up Charlie. They constantly hit up Margot. Yes, I filed a police report because I don't know what else to do anymore. I'm not trying to engage with him. I'm trying to get him to leave me alone. That's it. I want him to leave me alone. I will never mention him ever the fuck again. Leave me alone. Leave my family alone. He's been harassing my family for a year. He threatened my child's school, bro. Yo, and he admitted to threatening my kid's school. He said to my sister in those text messages, I didn't call her new school. I only called her old school. Like, how is this even acceptable? How is this okay? I thought it was bad when motherfuckers put Ellie's fucking school out. This is so much worse. And it's accepted and it's okay. And everyone says it's okay because I filed a police report on him. I filed a police report on him because he threatened my kid's school. Bro, this dude and his wife called the cops and said I was waving a gun around on live. Bro, I could have gotten killed. Dead ass. Like, let's be real about life. I was walking around with my selfie stick. I literally could have gotten killed that night because of the shit that they said to the cops. It's not okay, bro. That shit's not okay. And they said what they said because if I had went in the house, they wanted the cops to kick in my door. That's why they said what they said with the gun and the drugs and everything else. What if I was in my house? What if the cops kicked in my fucking door? No one thought about that. No one thought about that. What if I wasn't outside? But let's say the cops pulled up after I already went in the house, right? And then they kicked in the door. Then what? And my child was in the house. Y'all misunderstand. Go fucking make videos about me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Grappler makes videos about me and I let him rock in my chat. I don't care about the videos. No. I'm not complaining about people being cool with Rick. I'm complaining about people making excuses for Rick. But people come out here and say that what Rick does is okay because I say mean things on the internet. And that's wild to me. People say that Rick is justified because I say we mean things online. People say Rick is justified because of this. Rick is justified, and it's not valid. It's okay for Rick to do it. And then they say it's okay to do it simply because I'm online. And then look at what this person said. Listen, I don't care if y'all make videos about me and talk shit about me. I mean, when those videos push a narrative and make it seem like I'm abusing my child and stuff like that, then yeah, that's kind of crazy to me, but still, it's not insane. But going real life, the inserting yourself into my personal business, it's not okay. It's wild, it's insane, and it's not right, bro. And everybody makes excuses for it when it happens to me because I say mean things online, and that's insane. I say mean things online. People say mean things to me. It's words, bro. Get over it. You want to know the truth about the GoFundMe? Honestly, I never reported the GoFundMe. First of all, I did donate. I want to just say that off the rip. I donated and I went back to my donation. And because I was a donator, I went back to my donation and I said, I think that this is something that should be looked into because of this video. And I sent them a link to the video of Rick flashing $14,000. That's it. That is all. I didn't say that he was scamming. I didn't say that the GoFundMe needs to be shut down. And I didn't say that anything that he was lying, nothing. All I said to them was, as someone who donated, I think this should be looked into because of this. That's it. That's all. I didn't try to get it shut down. I gave them valid information. And looking back, I shouldn't have did that either. Like, because still to this day, it's like the bombshell situation. I don't know if I did that out of genuine concern or if I did that because I was mad. I don't know. I think it was a little bit of both. It was a little bit of both. But I didn't report the GoFundMe. Like, I didn't say, like, oh, you need to shut this person's GoFundMe down and da-da-da-da-da. Grappler, you didn't know that Rick came online and, well, because I didn't report it. Okay, this is the thing. When you report a GoFundMe, it's like an official, like, report. I didn't do that. I didn't put in an official report. But I will say this. I genuinely felt at the time, how do you have 14 grand in cash? How do you have 14 grand in cash, but you're asking for 30 grand? I'd still want to know that. Like, I still want to know that. I genuinely do. But it's not my business, and that's why when GoFundMe emailed me, I never responded. So Rick's whole thing, Rick reached out to GoFundMe, and whatever he told them, I don't know what the fuck, but that's not a report. That's not me trying to report his GoFundMe. That's why he doesn't have an email saying, your GoFundMe was reported. He doesn't have an email saying that because I didn't do that. And that's really it. All Rick had to do was come out and show you guys, hey, somebody reported my GoFundMe. Here's the email. But he can't do that because it didn't happen. I should have never got involved at all with the fucking GoFundMe. But so much shit was going on at the time, I reacted off anger. Something, I didn't send a photo. I sent a link to a video. I just told you. Rick made a video. Yeah, he was already doxing me at that point. He had already called Ellie's school at that point. He had already threatened Ellie's school at that point. Rick, the whole thing with the school happened in February, right? The GoFundMe thing was in May. The reason why I reported the GoFundMe was because Rick came live and he flashed $14,000. Again, Rick came on live and he showed us 14 grand in cash and was flashing it around, talking about how he's a big baller. That's what happened. That's all I did. That's all I did was I made them like, yo, this guy's on YouTube flashing 14 grand in cash. Funny how Rick removed that video, huh? It's no longer on his channel. He was so proud of it. He doesn't want to tell people that. Oh, me like a big fat fucking jerk off, I went on the internet and I flashed 14 grand in cash while I was asking for 30 grand. Also, Rick admitted that he was the one who got me fired from my DoorDash job. He admitted that. He admitted that he was the one who, whatever he said, he called GoFundMe and said that I was showing minors on my stream and that I was doing drugs while door dashing, whatever the fuck he said that he said. So that's okay though. Rick stopped my income, but that's okay. It's okay that Rick took money out of my child's fucking mouth, right? He took food off my table because that's money that I could have spent on my family. That's cool though, right? That's how Rick fights. That's how Rick fights. He doxes. Y'all want to know how the shit started with Rick? I've explained it and I'll explain it again. Rick was fighting with Gamble and DX. I was cool with Gamble and DX, but when he was fighting with Gamble and DX, he never came at me because I was cool with Barb and people that he was friends with. So fast forward to the end of his beef fizzling out with Gamble, I made a comment saying how addiction is as deadly as cancer, right? That's what I said. He went into Trisha's chat and he's like, oh, did you hear that fat fucking cunt controller saying that addiction is like cancer and blah, blah, blah. I'm coming for her. Rick started making videos about me. Okay? He started calling the police to my house, sending the cops here. This was right away. Happened right the fuck away. Cops started showing up here. He started making videos about me. And I was talking a little bit of shit in my videos back to him, right? Then it kept going. Cops kept on showing up here. So I went into Discord, into Gamble's Discord. And I was like, yo, like, are we going to go to war with Rick? LOL. Because Rick was amping up again. He was talking shit about me and Gamble. And then I said, yeah, I was like, what am I supposed to, expect from Rick? No, I didn't insert myself. Rick came at me because of my cancer comment. So then I'm like, what am I supposed to expect from this guy? Like, what is he going to do? And everyone's like, he's going to go real life. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. And I was like, yeah, he does that. I'm going to slice his fat fucking neck. And then right underneath that, I said, not literally, but you know what I mean, right? I was wrong for doing that, for going into Discord, for saying something to Gamble and even making that comment. But Rick used that to go even harder at me, right? And he had already been calling the police and everything else, but after that was when, like, calling my kid's school happened, doxing my family members. He doxed my CPS worker. He doxed the supervisor on my CPS case. He called CPS on me. Like, this was all going on. And then fast forward to February, because that happened in this was like September, October, November, December. Then January and February, he ramped it up. February, he reached out to my child's school because everyone was whatever. People gave him, Ellie's school information because Skelly had already had it. Okay, I'm going to explain it again since you don't seem to understand Forehead by You. He was going at Gamble, okay? Rick DM'd me on Instagram when he was fighting with Gamble. This was like 2 years ago, and was like, Gamble threatened my son and he said this and he said that. And I said to Rick, show me your proof. Show me. I want to see, because I never seen it. He never sent me anything. Okay. Then I got reamed out by DX and them for even giving Rick a chance to say something to me. Right? I didn't get involved in the situation. Did not get involved at all whatsoever. A year and a half or whatever, 2 years later, I made a comment about addiction being as deadly as cancer, and Rick started coming at me. Okay? That's exactly what happened. And then after he was going at me for 2 months, I went into the DX Discord and was like, what am I supposed to expect from this guy? Because clearly he's latched onto me now. Then February, he called my kid's school. He threatened the administration at my daughter's school. I got told that by CPS, because CPS sat down and had a meeting with the school and said that, and me on the phone, I was on speaker, and they said that if I didn't file a police report and Rick showed up and did something, that I could be liable. So, okay. Wait, actually, now that I think about it, yeah, because the accident happened before that already, by the way. He called the cops about the accident. Again, I was talking about the death rate and the death rate only. I was saying that addiction is as deadly as cancer, and that is a statistical fact. Right? My accident happened. Rick and them called the cops when my accident happened, all that other shit. Then, like I said, then February came. He did the shit with my kid's school. I think it was February, or maybe that was January. I'm not exactly sure. I gotta think about it. But February was when the boxes and everything was going on. And it just kept going. In May, he made that video flashing the 14 grand. I sent the email to GoFundMe. And then in July, he swatted me. He called the police. He had Sue call the police and say that I was on live waving a gun around. You could hear Rick in the fucking background. Y'all that want to deny it, that's cool. But we know who it was. He also called my father's condo association. He's harassing my sister. He's harassing my dad. Come on now. Like, it's perpetual. Again, I'm going to say this one more fucking time. And if you keep going with it, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I did not compare the addiction. I did not compare the disease of addiction to the illness of cancer. All I compared was the death rates. I said addiction is killing as many people as cancer is killing, which is a statistical fact. And if you don't like the truth and you don't like facts, then this isn't the place for you. Nobody is talking about how one becomes a drug addict, and no one is talking about how one gets cancer. We are talking about the death rate and the death rate only. Addicts also don't choose to be an addict. Dumb fucks. I'm so sick of that shit too. I'm not comparing the disease itself. I am only comparing the death rate. Do you get it? The death rate? How many people die from it? It's just as deadly. And that's all I said. And because I said that, so there you go. That's the whole story. Okay? I didn't insert myself with nothing with Rick. In fact, I tried to stay out of it as best as I could. Rick wanted to pick a fight with me since the very fucking beginning. And then the whole time Rick is doing all this awful shit to me, Barb is calling me literally every single day, trying to talk me down from calling the police on him because she knows that he's breaking the law. I told Barb every single day, get your friend to leave me alone. I never even used to mention Rick. But it's like, enough is enough, bro. Leave me alone. Dude is literally closer in age to my dad than he is to me. He's damn near old enough to be my fucking pops. And he's fighting with me on the internet. I'm a woman. I'm mad younger than him. Like, this is insane to me. Grow up a little bit. And then he lies to people and says that I went at his kid. I never did that. He's been attacking my child. Oh, and let us not forget, this is the last thing I'm going to say about this. Rick has been saying disparaging things about my child for mad long. He says disgusting things about my kid. But one of the most disgusting things that he said, he came into Zaya's Discord and he called my 6-year-old a whore. He called my 6-year-old a whore. And he said that she'll be sucking by 12 years old. Okay? That's what your boy Rick says about a 6-year-old little girl. Yeah, okay, addicts have to choose to get treatment the same way cancer patients choose to get treatment. So I don't want to hear about treatment. I don't want to hear you comparing the actual diseases because I didn't compare the actual diseases. Dumb fuck. I like